Within 1 minute of the stock market open, I was able to place a trade, exit that trade, and leave it with profits. If you would like to know how to do the same thing, watch this whole video. Hey everyone, Ivanov Trades here with another video lesson, and as you heard from the intro, I placed my trade and exited it within like legit a minute of the stock market open. It wasn't the biggest win, but you know, whenever you can place a trade like that and take the rest of the day off, it's truly a blessing. That's why day trading is so amazing, because sometimes you can place your trades and be done, you know, within 30 minutes of the stock market open. It's pretty common actually, especially if you focus on the right plays and strategies like I'm going to teach you in this video. So first, right here on the right side is my equity feed scanners. If you want to try these out, there's a link down below for a free 2-week trial, no credit card needed. You can try it out for 2 weeks. If you like it, cool, sign up. If you don't, no harm done. They're not going to charge you anyways. And this is exactly how I find all my stocks. And these aren't the only two things that come with it. There's a bunch of different features as well. Like for example, you can have a news streamer. You can have something that sends out alerts whenever a specific stock moves a specific way. See, broke day high, broke day low, crossed price average. And they also have watch lists. They have their own charting software in there. They have level 2, and they have personal alerts too. So it's a very, very useful software. Highly recommend you check it out. It's always a great resource to have in your trading tools. And you can just think of it as kind of like a business expense. All businesses incur expenses, but as long as your profits overcome your expenses, then you're making positive revenue and you're making money. So enough for that. Like I said, links down below if you want to try that out. But let's just go right into how I placed my trade today. So I always start out my day now with a NASDAQ pre-market news streamer, just because recently these NASDAQs have been going wild. A lot of liquidity has left the OTC markets, as you can see here. The highest dollar volume was OMVS with only $745,000 of volume. Whereas in the NASDAQ, ITUS, this has been a multi-day runner now, has over like $50 million of volume. So you can see the drastic difference between these two markets. Right now, OTC is kind of dried up. And that's what yesterday's video lesson was about. I didn't get enough views on that video lesson. Was like, please give me some feedback. Was it not what you guys wanted to see? Was it not the same like style of teaching? Please let me know, because I thought it was a pretty good video lesson, and it has some very good content in it too. It basically said to recognize the markets and adapt to whatever the market is doing. So right now, I'm adapting. I can see that the OTC market, 1, very low dollar volume, 2, everything is red. And then in contrast to the NASDAQ, where 1, there's a huge amounts of dollar volume, and 2, almost everything's green. So you got to play by the market's rules. And right now the market is saying that NASDAQ is the place to be. So that's where I focused most of my attention towards. And on my pre-market news streamer, this one, this MYSE, it stuck out to me because it was having a very nice pre-market gap up and U-shaped breakout. So I actually didn't look at the markets right at the market open. I was having trouble with my E-Trade software, so I had to restart my computer at 6:30. So I wasn't looking at the market up until like 6:37 ish, and then so by that time that stock was already near $1. I watched it break $1. I was gonna get in on the $1 break because that's a nice very round mental resistance, and it broke through it no problem. But I was waiting until we saw a quick little pullback and then a rebreak of this 109 high. So we got the pullback. I got in at around 105 with 1,000 shares. very small position. So I got in at 105 expecting the 108 breakout. We got that breakout, and immediately right afterwards we hit 116. So I was like, oh, awesome, market sell. But my market sell got executed at 112. So I made around $65 on that trade. Hey, I'm not gonna complain because it, like I said, it happened within like 1 minute of placing the buy order. I exited within like 45 seconds and I made $60. Not huge profits, but you know, those small profits will add up. And I'd rather make that $60 and have the rest of the day free than be stuck watching the markets for 6 hours and, you know, make $200. I do other stuff with my time too. I'm a full-time student. I run another business, so whatever time that we can make available for ourselves, that's great. So yeah, basically how I traded this trade, it was very simple. I was just looking at what stock was moving the most. So I saw MYSE had this very nice U-shaped breakout. The ideal entry on all of these news plays is when they gap up, make a high of day, and then they dip back down. And then when it re-breaks the high of day, that's an obvious sign of strength that it's going to continue up more. Because if it can gap up, make a high of day, and then re-break that, it tells everyone, okay, no, this isn't done. We can keep going. We still have a lot of room to run. Everyone's going to buy that up, and it's going to make it run. So it's self-fulfilling prophecy, like I've said. So that would have been the ideal entry. But didn't get that. No big deal. That would have been around around 39-40% profit. Very, very, very nice. So yeah, you can see right now there's a lot of liquidity in the NASDAQ markets. Some other ones, like I said, ITUS has been running for the past, I don't know, week now. Absolutely crazy run. Let me zoom this out so you can see it better. Sorry for my stuffy nose. I actually took a nap after my NYSE trade, and I woke up like 20 minutes ago. So I used my time to catch up on my sleep because I've been getting some really bad sleep lately. But anyways, enough about me. You can see that this run happened. It started at around the 18th at around 66 cents, and now we're up over 681%. So this is a very extended move. Shorts should be cleaning up any day now, but they keep doing it too early, and it just causes more and more short squeezes. So we'll see how that goes. Same with HMNY. These all started running at the same time, basically. Now it's up at $9. Wow. So yeah, you can see very, very monster move here from 2s to almost 10s. Also IZEA. I alerted IZEA back on Friday, and on Friday it would have been a nice 60% gain, and it's gone up even more now. For a second it looked like IZEA was at $9, but wow, it's at $6 now. I alerted this stock, let's see, on the 22nd I alerted this stock, and it has just had a monster move since then. Wow. Let me see if I can find exactly where I alerted this. I alerted this right here at around 265 because of the midday consolidation pop. We were having higher lows. We had a 1060 cross. We had a pop in volume, and all those indicators when the stock is holding its highs after a very big spike. Not holding its highs, but holding the move very well, because from here it was still up, 30%, and it was holding it just fine. Had some nice double bottoms here. I made a video on this last Friday. Please go check that out. And please, I don't mean to sound rude, but you guys keep asking me these same questions, and time again, they're questions that are found in my YouTube videos. I don't make those YouTube videos for no reason. I don't want to have to repeat myself over and over and over again. So please, if you're new to my channel, if you're new to following my trades, and you want to learn from me, please take the time to watch my YouTube lessons. I know that they're not the most structured, but that's kind of impossible to do when you're doing market recaps every single day. But they all have great information in them no matter what, and my students can vouch for that. So please, if you just start watching my videos, please take the time to watch some more of my other ones before asking me pretty basic questions, because like I said, I have video lessons on technical analysis, I have video lessons on 8Ks, I have video lessons on dip buying, breakouts, trend line trading, swing trading, all that stuff. So please, there's over 40 hours that you can watch, so please take the time to do so. But yeah, so like I said, now IZEA is up over 100%, 200% for my buy alert. So that's freaking awesome. So congratulations to whoever profited on that. Okay, no, 145%, same thing. But that's basically it for today. I don't really have much else to say. OMVS had a very, very strong day today, but then it just kind of collapsed on its face, and now it's down 20%. I have recognized that this is a possible reversal move right here. We have a nice bottom from previous support and nice round mental resistance, 0.650. You can see that was the top in all this area here. And I noticed that these candles have a general top right here on this descending trend line. So once this price can curl up above it, that's a clear sign of a reversal. We have a nice Bollinger Band squeeze here, very low stochastics. Let's see how the 30-minute looks. Same thing on the 30-minute, except it's very wide stochastics, or Bollinger Bands, low stochastics on here. So if it can hold this 650 area, then we should see a reversal from this area. But other than that, this is a very choppy stock. I don't trade it that much at all. BVTK, my top student Kyle, made a very nice dip buy on this, made around 25%. And now it's just kind of consolidating here. Had a very nice gap up. It couldn't fill the gap, so that's why I'm kind of wary of it. But he got in yesterday, somewhere in the 0.0044 area on the dip, and then he sold on this spike at 0.0055. So congratulations to you, Kyle. Some other ones, ONCI, I sold this one yesterday. Looking back at it now, I sold it too soon, but I also got in too late. I didn't get in at the right support level. You can see today we had this nice double bottom here at around 0.143s. That's previous support right here on the 20th. And we're still stuck in this channel right here. We did break this overbearing support line, trend line here. So that could be some bad news. We'll have to see how this does tomorrow when there's anticipated news coming out. As you guys know from my last videos, a very common thing with these news plays is buy the rumors, sell the news. So everyone is anticipating this news. They're buying ahead of it. When the news comes out, they're going to sell all their shares. So that may happen with ONCI just because the CEO released information that he's meeting with the Ford, someone with Ford tomorrow, someone with Enterprise on Thursday, and the mayor of San Antonio as well. So be very wary on this because this is a very overextended move. You can see this is up just in this past month. It's up over 400%. So be cautious on this one. Like I said, we are breaking through all these overbearing support trend lines. This one's the most notable one. This one is more recent, but other than that, we're still stuck in this channel from around 0.017 to 0.0142, so keep it on watch. Other than that, let's see if there's any other ones to take note of. AZFL still red. TGGI, that's a pump. CWIR ran this morning, but I don't know what that run was about. quick morning spike, dipped back down, spiked up again. I don't know what this move was on. I was watching it in the morning, but I didn't trade it just because I didn't know what it was moving on. So I always recommend that if you don't know what the catalyst on something is, then don't trade it, because you are like fundamentally not sure of why this is moving. So why should you be a part of it? If you want to get into a move, you should know what the catalyst is and why it's moving, and you should have a clear understanding of the news, because sometimes the headlines of the news will sound very bullish, but then when you actually dig into the content of the press release, it's not going to look so great. So always be sure that you don't focus on just the news or the headline. Make sure you look at the news itself. But other than that, not much else happened in the markets today. Like I said, very, very slow day. Last thoughts, you should start looking at NASDAQs more often now, because the NASDAQ market has been heating up. At the same time, the OTC market is dying. So the money is just moving to other places. And like I said in yesterday's video lesson, you have to follow the money. If you can follow the money and know where the money is going and be there before them, then you will be the most profitable trader. And it's not that hard to find where the money is going, especially when you have a scanner like Equity Feed by your side. So that's it. If you guys watch this whole video lesson, I would like for you to leave a comment down below saying this will be a longer sentence, but I think it applies very well to this video. Leave a comment saying, don't trade all day. 4 words, don't trade all day. Because on days like this, you really don't need to trade all day. And especially if you're able to make a trade in the morning and profit off of it, and it's a good sized profit, and most importantly, it was a damn good trade, as well as how you planned it out, take the rest of the day off. You did a great job. There's no reason to be a slave to the market. You don't need to watch it every single day, every single minute. If you can place a good trade in the morning or close to the morning, and 1, it's a good planned trade, and 2, you made some nice profits, take the rest of the day off, because you will have the emotions of, oh, I'm finally beating the market, and you will take riskier trades, and you do not want that. So yeah, 4 words, leave them down below. You can also tweet them and tag me in them too. That'd be great. Don't trade all day. That's it for today, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you have any comments or requests on future videos, please leave them down below, or you can DM me on Facebook or Twitter. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.